So I'm going to be basically making a tutorial on how to set up osTicket. Um, just making a video version as to oppose just images, steps, and stuff. First thing we're going to do is go to Azure. We're going to create a virtual machine through Azure's portal. First, we're going to create a new resource group. We're going to need Windows. I got my region set to Canada because it basically, as you go through different regions, it offers different stuff. Review and create. And create. So resource group was added. We're going to go back to the home, the Azure portal. Click on virtual machines. I go to create. And I'm just going to select it. Resource group being the one that was just created. Virtual machine, I'm just going to call it W10. Okay, we're going to go down to image and make sure it's set for Windows 10 Pro. Down to 64-bit. Here we would select different services, whether we wanted it to have 2 virtual CPUs. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2. Username, I'm going to use lab user. Going to enter a password that I can keep for a later date, just in case you are following along as well. Make sure that you save it, know your password. So, and make sure that RDP is allowed because that's what we're going to be connecting on. Not too worried about disks. Be on VNet. All right, so basically good to go. I'm going to click on review and create, and it's going to come back with all the information. Validation passed. So now we can actually create it. So we're going to click on create. And here in the notifications, you can see where it's deployment in progress. It's going to actually take quite a bit to load up this virtual machine. Okay, so this deployment succeeded. So now we're going to need a public IP address. We're going to copy it down. And then so now we're going to connect into it. using the RDP. Here, remote desktop connection. Yeah. So input the IP and enter the username for the login to it. Connect. Enter a password. Put in. They give you the identity of the remote computer cannot be verified. And we're going to click yes. While it's loading, I'm just going to pre-copy this so I can carry it over to the internet. And virtual machine wants it, so finish logging in. All right, so I'm just going to click all this stuff and no. Yes. Oh, little bit big. Wanted to completely take up the whole screen. Well, gonna seek my data, or we could view. I'm not worried about that. Start browsing. Oh, right with the screen. So we connected into it using the RDP. Okay, so now we need to download osTicket installation files. Okay. Oh, be fine. Yeah, double check. Okay, so it finished. And let me pick that up. Find the spot with where it's at, which here, and find that down. Okay, so gonna extract these. Gonna do it right to the same folder and let it uncompress all them files. And so now this folder here very sure. Okay, so next we got to enable ISS virtual machine by opening up the control panel and then selecting programs. Oh, here programs, then features. Okay, so latest net framework. Internet information services. Okay, so we're going to click this to drop it down. And we're going to go to worldwide application development features. And we're going to click on CGI. Basically went dropping down. Must be enabled. Okay, so we're wanting H just wait for it to apply changes. Windows completed the requested change. Just close that out. The CGI must be enabled to install the Internet Information Services file from the osTicket. So that go to installation files. And we're going to select this one, PHP Manager for ISS version 1.5.0. Click it. Agree. Next, let it do its thing. Close that out. We're gonna then install the rewrite D64 in the US. I accept the terms of the license agreement. And then we're gonna hit install. Now we're gonna let it do its thing. So the C drive, we're just gonna go to this PC, Windows, C drive here, and we're gonna create folder, name it PHP. Okay, so then we're gonna go back to already swipe down button, back to it. Yeah, so this PHP 7.3.8, we're going to extract it to that PHP file that we just made. Going to browse, click on browse, go to C drive, select P folder, and here you can see the directory to PHP. And we're going to click extract. Going to let it do its thing. You know what? So now that we finished that one, we're going to open up the PC redistributable 86, which is right here. I agree to the license terms and conditions. We're going to click install. Hey, so setup was successful. Close that out. And then next step is installing MySQL. Yes, we're going to double click on MySQL 5.5.62, Windows 32. We're going to pop up with its wizard. Click on next. I accept the terms. Next. I'm going to select typical setup. Install. Yes. Yes, we're going to next. So when it launches, we want the standard. We're going to pull it the standard configuration. Next. We're just going to leave it on that. Modify security settings. New password. Just using root. Next. Now we're going to hit execute. Let it do its thing. Now, now, we're going to for Internet Information Services Manager. And we want to make sure that we're running it as an administrator. And we got this up. Now we're going to click on the PHP Manager and point it to the directory of the PHP we made on the C drive earlier. Okay, so we're going to register a new PHP version. And C drive, PHP, PHP, CGI. Open. Hit OK. Okay. So basically, we have to get off of here. Go back here. We have to go to Virtual Machines, select this one. We're going to stop it. Okay. So here, I guess we could see the status of it. So we'll refresh. So now it says stopped. Now we're going to restart it. Essentially rebooting it. What I have here. I already got that in there. So I'm going to reconnect. Oh, it could help if I actually started it. Okay, so it's back up and running. Now, reconnect. And basically, we're rebooting it so it loads all the new changes that we made into the internet information services. And we're going to reopen the folder. We're going to extract. We're going to put it in the directory of inet of www group. And unzipping everything to off. I just zoomed up real quick. Then we're going to rename the upload folder. We're going to name it osTicket. Yeah. Oh. Oh, stop. Internet Information Services Manager. Start it again. Um, that. Next, we're going to go to the OS directory within. In there. It's, yeah. So we're going to click on the browse 80 HTTP. So is minimum experiment enable the following extension PHP and back up on PHP Manager. And then we're going to click on the enable disable extension. We're going to look for these PHP imap.dll, PHP ntl.ll, PHP op hash.dl. And we're going to click on enable by right clicking on it, going down, dragging down to enable. We got the patch. So right here, we got the PHP IMAP, got that X. INPL extension. We got to do is hit refresh. Green check mark. Green check mark. Pretty much good to go. As far as that goes. Yeah. So that's down. This we have osTicket, so we're gonna here include all right. So here we got the OST sample config. We are going to just essentially just be renaming it to that. Now we're gonna change the permission. Right clicking on down to properties, security, memory server, advanced. This inheritance. We're gonna click on the add, select a new principal. We're gonna everyone. Gotta have full access. Every now we're gonna hit apply. Okay. Okay. Now that we have given everyone full access permissions to that file, we can click on continue in the web browser, which is this one. Oh, just going to call this. No. Yes. You're in the fake email. Bruce. name, and just be lab user. Password. Gonna make it the same as what it is. Put into here. Here. Going back to the installation files, we're gonna install HeidiSQL 12.3.0.6589. Accept the agreement. Click on next, 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 all. Ding. We're going to make sure this checkbox is selected. Finish. And so then we're new, the bottom left. Enter in the password that we set up from. So should show all the files. Connected to database of it. Um, Now we're going to create a new database. Right clicking, unnamed, create new, and drag over to the name of it is going to be osTicket. Okay. And right here, see that it's there. Yeah. So next we're going to fill in the remainder. This information with the database setting, basically using West. So under the MySQL username, we're going to put root, root, swore. We're going to call it OS at that base, which is us named it Heidi. Then hit install. Bruce Wayne forgot his address. Let's see if that works. If it denies it, congratulations. Now set up the osTicket installation.